Hello, one and all. Welcome to the Austins on YouTube. So today it's all about the beef. Beef, cutlets. So that's what we're going to make, beef cutlets. So let's look at the ingredients. So over here we have around 800 grams of ground beef. We have around 5 onions over here, a pod of garlic, 3-inch ginger, around 9 to 10 green chilies, and a few curry leaves with a handful of coriander leaves and mint leaves, and they're all finely chopped over here. Moving on to the spices, we have around a teaspoon of turmeric powder. We have a teaspoon of clove powder, no sorry, a 3/4 teaspoon of clove powder, a tablespoon of pepper powder, 3/4 teaspoon of cinnamon powder, and we have a teaspoon of garam masala, a tablespoon of salt, and a seasoning cube here. We also have some breadcrumbs and some eggs, which we will use later. We also have around 6 potatoes boiled. So let's get started. Okay, so let's go about making these cutlets. So I have my pan here on fire, and to that I'm just going to add some oil. I'm using sunflower oil. You can use any choice of oil that you like. Now to this, I'm just going to add all my chopped up ingredients. And we'll just let this fry. When this is slightly brown, we'll come back and add in our spices. Okay, as you can see, my onions and ginger, garlic, chili, they are all fried well here. So now to this, I'm just going to add my spices. This is the turmeric powder. This is the clove powder. This is the pepper powder. This is the cinnamon powder and the garam masala. So just give this a quick stir and then we'll add in our milk. Okay, now that my spices also have fried well, I'm just going to add my mince. I've seasoned this with a little salt. I will just incorporate this thing, all these spices together, and let the mince cook. Okay, so this is what my mince looks like. Okay, we'll just wait for the water to dry a little more. So at this point in time, I'm just going to add just half a seasoning cube because we've already used a tablespoon of salt here. We don't want it to be too salty. So let that melt inside this. So a little later, when this cools down, we'll add a potato. That will balance out the salt in this mixture. So I'll come back to you once this is cooled down. I'll add the potatoes and show you how to form the cutlets. Okay, so my mince has cooled down. So to this, I'm just going to add my potatoes, mashed potato, little by little. Now this mashed potato will just bind the mince together, and so we will be able to form the cutlets. Okay, so I've made a few of my cutlets here. So I'm just going to show you how I do it. So I just take a handful and I kind of Just form it in the palm of my hands. Just give it a little shape, oval shape, and then I just place it here into my tray. So this will go into the fridge for 15 to 20 minutes. When it just becomes a little hard, I'll just dip it in eggs, in breadcrumbs, and it goes into the hot oil. So if you're not going to make the whole thing, you can you can put this into a container and freeze it for 1 to 2 weeks. Okay, so the next step here is we're going to dip cutlets into some egg and then roll it in breadcrumbs. So I've already done quite a few of them. I'm just left 3 back for you just to show you how I do it. So here it goes into the egg and it goes into the breadcrumbs. Coat it well so that it doesn't crack when it fries in the hot oil. Here I have my pan on low heat, and I've put in my oil maybe 5 minutes ago. So we'll start frying our cutlets. Okay, so here you can see my cutlets have browned nicely. So I'm just gonna put it on a paper towel here so the oil gets absorbed.